Got it, guys. I got it.
We got him.
Okay, now I want to put this one over here.
Last time on Star Wars, you crashed, and you met some cowboys, and they didn't like Rook, and they requested you to take them to Coruscant to help them, specifically one Elrond Blackwood. You guys were attacked by a crate dragon. They came to your aid. Then they were like, hey, come with us. And you were like, no, we're not about that. And some attacking happened. Some counterattacking happened. People became unconscious. You were walked back to their camp. These deals to return to Coruscant were made. You were taken back to your ship. And it is currently being dug out of the sand. When it is done, you will leave, presumably. Go.
Everything hurts.
I would assume it would. Your little stunt, yeah, looks like it hurts.
I should stop trying to punch people with my gun hand.
Mm-hmm. Lou,
what's it like on the inside where I am?
Are you feeling all right? You feeling better? You got super sick.
No, I'm all better. A little bit of meditation, induced coma, and you're all good.
Yeah, I tried talking to you, but all I could hear was some mumbling. It sounded like you had your jaw broken or something.
Anyway, Lou.
At least I'm better than Crow looks.
You guys look over to Crow, who, just having gotten over his sickness but a day ago, is once again ralphing into his helmet.
Maybe it affects humans differently than it affects Kill.
I don't know. But Rook's pretty well sunburnt. I don't know if you can... I've never been adept at force healing, but I don't know if you can do anything for him.
The clones are in rough shape right now.
I don't know if I can force heal a sunburn.
But it's like really bad. There are blisters everywhere.
I mean, I can certainly try. Let me see what I can force heal. Because I got a multi-monitor display. I feel I'm cool.
Atkins kids.
When you went to sleep, you were in only your body gloves. That's all that you had on you. However, Rook has at some point returned your armor and weapons to you, since he brought them back from the camp.
As they're all talking about this, and as Rook is, I presume, like, I'm guessing he, like, went back into his room as he's throwing up, or I don't know if he's just standing there.
Crow,
that guy.
Yeah, Crow was in his room.
I want to open up. Kind of peek in. You said something about you lost your lightsaber.
Can't talk.
Just thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yes.
Okay. You rest up. We'll see if we can get that back.
I'm gonna walk out like this, try not to rub anything on anything else.
So, Rook, does this deal any ability point damage or wound point damage?
Just touch me with your magic hands, please.
There's not a lot of like mechanical stuff going on. It's more of a like.
Just anything you can give, please.
I'll try. I'm going to lightly touch his back and try to heal him.
All right.
Poke a blister.
Roll that heal wounds check.
That's a D6. I thought I got a D20. All right. Here another 10, which makes that 21.
All right. Rook, the first thing you feel is pain as his hand touches your skin. But this is followed where you recall having been healed by his mystical abilities before. The warm, pleasant sensation you get. But this time it is the opposite. It feels very, very cool, like you've just been bathed in aloe vera. You're, oh. But as soon as his hand pulls away, it's not as bad as it was before. There is some permanent healing, but the coolness returns, and though the pain is not as intense, you are once again met with that warm, sticky feeling where you can, like when you're sunburned so bad, you can feel your skin sitting on top of yourself.
Better.
I hope so.
I don't know if I should thank you or the Force, so say
I
thank
work with the Force.
I'm
It's
not sure.
kind of like making your gun.
Huh. Well, thanks, Force. Anyways, I'm gonna go talk to Debar. Debar, you mentioned mounting an expedition to go try to find Crow's saber.
I think that's what's considered right to do right now. Other than that, we're going to just be sitting here in the ship.
Between captain and crew, how long do you think we can? How long do you think it'll take before we can get out of here?
Well, I assume we're going to leave almost as soon as the ship's dug out. Looking out, I know it's kind of hard to look out, but like as we like walked in, we kind of got a good view of what where they're at. How long do you think would be?
Presumably, the crew had Elrond's crew has been digging this out for about a night now, a night and half a day ish, and it looks to be a quarter to a third the way done.
So we'd probably be out of here in, I don't know, late tomorrow, maybe 2 days.
All right, good.
I want to go up the Thrackmule.
Archmil, where are you?
I'm sort of just sitting in the regular area. I was sort of just taking it back in, enjoying the not outside heat of the twin suns, because it's Tatooine, so it's blisteringly hot. So that's where I'll be, if you would like to find me.
So, Thrack, what happened while I was out?
We fought a giant lizard monster,
Mm.
and then I fell unconscious. But when I woke up, I was told that Dabar had told everybody that we worked for Jabba, and then some angry sand people were upset with us. And now it seems we've Tatooine is not exactly in a healthy situation right now. So we've been asked, in return for them digging out our ship, we've been asked to go talk to our close personal friend, the Chancellor, about getting
I'm
some.
not that close with him.
Yup, I know. We're supposed to ask him for some aid for Tatooine, even though I doubt he'll listen to us. But Elrond's going to come along with us, and then Rook. Well, Rook insulted him, and that's why he was so burnt up pretty bad.
That sounds like Rook.
It does, doesn't it?
Next
But
thing you
other
tell
than-
he shot at some people for little reason.
I was unconscious for that bit, so I can neither confirm nor deny what was done.
Alright.
But I will say, yes, he did shoot at some people, and I disagree strongly with that. But what's done is done. Hopefully we can move past that.
Yeah. Not like he put started a coma or anything.
I think the droids are still deactivated, if I recall correctly. Perhaps we should go.
I don't know. I was asleep.
Dabar
thought-
reactivated them all as soon as you
Jabbar
guys
reactivated them.
got back. Yep.
I
That was like the first thing he did was he went and flipped on all the droids.
Okay.
Sorry, that sounded like more aggressive and confrontational than I meant it.
No, that's all right.
Speaking of which, Dabar, what are you up to specifically? Dabar?
Ave looks very hut-like right now in my. He's just nomping on some pizza, like.
Bring me Solo and Noki. They will pay for this outrage.
You're having pizza in front of me? How dare you? Shame.
You want me to put it in the blender for you?
Be nice. Liquefy some pizza for your friend.
That's disgusting.
I mean,
Yeah.
I assume double, triple. I know I already kind of went over some systems, but just like double checking security, seeing if Grant missed anything that they might have taken or anything. I know you said that they only took the lightsaber, but
you go through into your the holo recordings of the security feed. Most of it is just of your kill friend Ralphing in his room. You can hear on the holo recording blaster fire and crate dragon screeches from the outside. And but as far as what his men do, they seem to just go in. The first thing that happens is one guy drops down into the entry hole, and he finds his lightsaber on the floor, and he's like, "Ooh, lightsaber!" And he picks it up, puts it in his bag.
Do I have a good read of what he looks like?
Yes, sort of. I know I specified which species.
Yeah, I feel like
totally
we
forgot
have
what it
talked about this. I write it down. This is why do I have Gorwell's character sheet? How long have I had that here?
A good question.
Anyway, so you see this guy. He grabs the lightsaber and leaves. Well, he doesn't like just leave. He grabs the lightsaber and then he leaves in the rest of them. But most of what they do is they go through. They shut down all the droids to avoid like any complications. And they mostly just search the place for any more people that are here. Upon finding your friend Cthulhu, they sort of ignore him because he's fairly incapacitated.
Okay.
But they don't like tamper with anything or anything.
Yeah. Basically, I'm going to just like sit there and just stop, rewind, play again on the first guy that drops in, who picks up the lightsaber and pockets it, and like see if I can like, get to an angle where I can just like see his face, try and get as many like details in my head as possible.
You have one camera angle, because there is only one camera in that room.
I'm gonna walk up behind him and be like, "Zoom in, enhance, right there."
Dabar, you know that is not a function that this holo recorder has.
I'm gonna look at him, take my fingers, and I'm just going to kind of go. Is that enhanced enough?
Just trying to help. Can I get you anything? You need some calf?
No. I mean, if you're ready to move, we could go out and start questioning people trying to get this back, but I don't know if you're in a condition for that.
Oh, I'll go put on my armor for about half an hour, and then we'll carry on from there. And then I want to go into my room and put on all my armor, like,
Ooh, there's you actually pinch your skin at one point in one of the buckles, and it's just so much pain. You've been shot, and this is worse. When you unclip it, like carefully, slowly sliding on, one Duraplast plate after another until you are finally all armored up. All that remains is your helmet. However, as you put it on, your face and your mostly bald head is you've got the traditional crew cut. It's and you think if you turn your head suddenly, you might rip the skin from your scalp.
Good thing the helmet will hide my constant cringing.
Yeah. As the armor shifts slightly with every step you take, it's
For the Republic.
in the novel, The Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader. His armor is described as being put together haphazardly, and so as a result, a lot of the prosthetics pinch and bite at his skin. And this is kind of like that. It's constant, dull, and uncomfortable pain.
Fantastic.
Probably makes him very, very angry. Make me very angry. Irritable.
I'm just gonna,
Grouchy.
I'm gonna start punching people with my gun hand if anyone looks at me
Again.
wrong.
Worked out so well last time.
What are you talking about? Thrackmules? I'm gonna head up top. Do we have to still escape through that one hatch?
Yes,
or...
that is still the only you think until you get everything totally dug out, that'll be pretty much your one way in and out.
Okay, I'm gonna head up top and I'm gonna start helping people clear the sand away.
I'm gonna help clear sand too and put on my all temperature cloak.
Okay. You guys both go out. Cthulhu specifically, your physiology, your physiology. Is that the word? Yeah, your physiology. The stuff you're made of is not designed for deserts in the slightest. You are, I believe, cold-blooded. So this, even with your all-temperature cloak, it's fairly uncomfortable. However, not immediately life-threatening. So you go out and you do your part in helping undig your ship. Do you talk to people as you do so, or are you just keeping to yourselves?
Keep myself mostly.
Yeah, I'll help where I can, but I'm gonna try and avoid talking to people. Just because, well, they have no real reason to like us right now. How I know you've already said this and you're gonna hate me for it, but how much progress have they made?
I specified you think they're about a quarter to a third the way done, depending on.
I have an awfully evil idea, but we'll probably get yelled at, so we probably shouldn't do it. Are people around where the thrusters would be? Are people standing on top of the ship? If I were to go up, ask Dabar to try and start her up and launch off, even though that's not a good idea. Would people be in the way to get hurt if it were to work?
If the ship took off, yes, people would be thrown asunder. It would be awful.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Just wanted to figure that out. After a while, in the heat, obviously, because I've also been covered in wounds from the crate dragon, I'm head back in because I don't want to get sand in my wounds, and then hop back down, and let's check out G6. Is he wandering? He's probably wandering out. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's He's just on the ship,
Cool,
chilling.
cool, 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 cool.
He's not doing a whole lot, like specifically.
You know what I'm thinking, G6? I'm thinking, and I'm looked down. I'm probably bleeding in some places. I'm thinking I probably need a nap. What do you think, buddy? Good answer.
I probably did not say it out after Thracking went back in.
So if that's all you guys have for the day, then you'll settle down. How are you
Yeah.
all doing as far as hit points are concerned?
Not
I'm
well.
full. I can heal people. You want me healing?
I'm good. I'll let time heal my wounds.
Nonsense. Time is slow. I am faster.
I honestly don't know. I was down to 0 wound points. I don't remember after that.
Before the day ends, can I like just do one thing that's small?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So after like checking the feed and just like recognizing the guy, or hell, even can I pull off like a screenshot of the holo recorder and put it onto a data pad?
Make a use computer check. No, you're not scouring a database.
Yeah, no, I figured it wasn't. That's plus 10. 29.
Okay, yeah, you hold down the power and volume button at the same time, and the hologram.
And then just moving on over to a data pad and bring the data pad up, and I'll like cover my face or like pull up a cloak or something like that as I pass through Crow and Rook's room, and I want to climb out the hole.
All right.
I don't have to make a check to climb out the hole, do I?
No, with your spider legs, you can. Centipede legs, more like you can.
And then I just kind of want to look around at the workers, I want to say, or like the people helping digging out, and just like see if I can make any connections from this guy to these people.
You look around, and the only one you recognize is Elrond. He's got a pair of goggles and a handkerchief pulled up over his face, and he's helping dig stuff out. The rest of them, they're just random goons.
I want to approach Elron.
All right. He's got a shovel in hand, and he looks like he's trying to clear out the thrusters in the back of the ship, scraping stuff out of them. But I don't recall your name.
Dabar. I hate to bother you. Thank you for digging out our ship. But I have a question. I'm gonna turn around the data pad. Do you know who this man is?
Yeah, that looks like Ricky Six. Why you ask?
According to the feed on the ship of our security systems, he stole something from us.
I'll have a word with him about that if you'd like.
And our friend who's now sick, the other clone, the one that wasn't an asshole to you.
Yeah. One I like.
Yeah. It was one of his prized possessions, if you will, and he's upset that it was taken. So if you could get that back as soon as possible.
I'll look into the matter as soon as I get back to camp.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, listen, I know it's our relationship is my group and yours still on shaky foundations, let's say. I was wondering if I could ask y'all another favor. And well, you seem to be one of the more reasonable fellas, so I thought I might ask you. We've got you. I mentioned to you after you oh so rudely lied to me about your allegiances with Jabba that we're we don't get along with him and his ilk. And if you also recall, I was planning on using you to infiltrate that inner circle of his. The long and short of it is, we've sort of had an operation in mind, and I was wondering if a little group would go scouting, me and a couple other boys.
Go scouting. What do you mean by that?
Well, Jabba's place of residence is not too far from here, and like I said, we've been planning a little operation. There's something in there that we wish to obtain, and seeing as we are now short on men with the project of digging your ship out of the ground, your little party would like to provide some assistance in some recon. We can gather more information before we go in.
I'll have to talk to the rest of them to see who's all down for this. But yes,
Hey. If you help us with this, then I'll see about talking to Ricky Six about your friend's missing materials.
I'll kind of lean in a little bit. Just between us, it's a more exotic weapon for a clone to have. Just keep that in mind.
Right. Is a weapon of some sort? Should I be worried that my man now has this?
Possibly. I'm just going to be frank. My clone friend, he was practicing with the art of a lightsaber.
Oh, a lightsaber. I could sell for quite a bit. I could see why he stole it. In fact, I almost understand and relate. However, seeing it as your group and mine are now in acquaintance, see what I can do about mending that situation. Sound good?
Thank you. Yes.
And in return, you'll help us on this little foray of ours?
In fact, I'll go talk to them now.
Good boy. I'll see you around. And he goes back to digging out your thrusters.
And I turn around and walk up the metal black mound back up to the hole in our ship.
As you slink your way down through the access hatch on the roof into Rook and Crow's room, you once again raise your shirt up as you see Crow into his seemingly bottomless helmet.
Sorry, did you say Rook was also in here?
Did I say Rook? I meant Crow. I
know Crow's in here, but
whether or not Rook is in here is up to him.
I'm just chilling. Are we ready to go yet?
Actually, Elron has that taken care of. He just has a favor for us.
Uh-oh. He has it taken care of? Are you sure he's not going to steal it?
Well, he says since both of our groups are now an acquaintance, that he'll do it for us if we help him with something. I don't want to say it multiple times, so we should gather everyone at once.
All right. I hope I'm not going to be disapproving of this favor.
To my knowledge, it shouldn't be anything too bad.
If you say so, let's get everyone else.
Peek out, or you guys are still outside helping digging, right?
No, we came in. We came inside. My wounds. I said my wounds were bothering me and the heat, but also because Thrackmeal didn't feel like working anymore.
Gotcha. So I assume you guys are like either in your room or the commons area.
I was with G6 and I was gonna head back to my room because I was gonna pass out.
Then for the sake of convenience, let's just say after I walk back in, I meet you in the hallway.
Yeah.
And I'm also there.
All right, sounds good.
Thrackbeal, Kathu.
Oh, yes. Do you have wounds that need a healing?
No, I'm, well, in a little pain, but should be good for now. Here, meet in the commons room. I have to explain a quest for us.
Oh,
Quest.
okay.
I talked to the quest giver NPC.
So, as you all know, Crow's lightsaber was stolen.
It was?
He left it in the ship, and when Elrond's men came, someone stole it. I'm gonna flash him the data pad of the guy, like putting something in his jacket. I don't know.
Yeah, that's like I said something.
So, Elrond's gonna go talk to this guy, and in return for him hopefully getting this item back, he asked us to help him on a recon mission.
Okay,
To
I
where?
can do a recon.
Jabba's palace, or his place of residence as of now. He said it's not too far from here.
And what do we do when we get there?
He said it would be us and a few of his men, including him.
And what do we do when we get there? Are we attacking anything?
He was brief with details. He just said, get your men to come with us. So I assume we should be ready for a fight.
Oh,
I can't say that Jabba is a friend of the Republic, so I'm in.
alright. Does anyone need healing before the night is over?
I'm not sure. How do you regain hit points? Like, at what rate? Or do you know where that's at?
Wound points are 1 per day. Vitality points are 1 per hour.
I can heal wound points once a day. For each person.
I need a lot of wound points.
Well, I'll see what I can give you.
Why?
I'll,
Also, remember if your wound points are under their max, then your strength and dexterity take that penalty.
just give me a second, boys. And first,
Well,
I'm going to try and heal D4 H to B4 R.
Oh,
All right.
You mean the serial number when we finally get our Gonkzilla?
that should be the serial number, please.
All right. I rolled 26, which means I can give you 1d6 plus 2 wound points. Lucky dice. Well, it was lucky because you get 7 wound points.
go.
Who's
I'm
next?
up to 9 out of 14.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but we should all be. Well, I was dropped to below 0. 1 wound point.
You were all brought back to 1 by their camp medic.
So we're all going to take penalties to our strength and dex, I believe. Maybe this isn't a good idea.
Well,
I'm
it's
still
just a
gonna
recon
keep
mission,
it.
right? Debar, that's what he said. Recon.
I mean, he didn't say anything about murdering people. He said he needed some reconnaissance for some plan or operation of his.
I've done reconnaissance before. It's never too heavy combat intensive, and if it does, then we'll get out of there as soon as possible.
Well,
That's what I
Mr.
was thinking.
Rook
Recon,
thinks back to his last true recon mission, gunning down civilians.
That was not a recon. That was
alright, next I'm going to heal Rook. 23. You get 1d4 plus 1.
woo.
Sorry. It's better than nothing. Hold on. Yeah. You get 5. And that's my niece, my boy Thraxio.
I do need that healing, though, boys.
27, which means you get 1d6 plus 2. You get 8, lucky boy.
Gang. That brings me
Dang.
up to 9.
Then in 24 hours, I can heal you guys again. And that only took 7 vitality points of my 22, I think. 24.
So it's been like how many hours since our last fight, or at least our wake up from our last fight?
It's nearing the end of the day. When you guys wake up, you will gain your additional 1 point.
But would you say like most of our vitality is back,
Yes.
or at least for me because I'm a squishy boy?
I'd say it's been about 18 hours.
All my vitality's back.
Squishy boy.
Wishy.
So
I'm
oh,
at
boy.
17
Oh,
boy.
vitality, so
are we leaving now or first thing in the morning?
he didn't say, did he? Asking
Nope.
Nathaniel. Okay.
Oh, he did not.
He was real sparse on the details.
He was really vague. He just said he needed our help before we take off, I think. I assume so. Maybe first thing tomorrow morning, or maybe talk to him about it tonight.
Well, hopefully a little time we can rest up.
Hopefully.
And I'm going to lay down and say, wake me if you need me.
I'm gonna go over and be like, okay, all right, wait, lay down like in the common area? Or like in your room.
Oh, in my room.
Oh, okay. As you like turn to walk, I'm gonna like give you a nice big old pat on the shoulder.
Bastard.
Remember, Thraxio, if you meditate, you heal faster.
Yeah.
You have that force speed. I'm not sure if you do.
Mm-hmm.
The control.
Is that it for the day then?
I assume so.
Unless we get yelled at by Elron. He's like, we were supposed to go on this thing like 2 hours ago.
I got nothing else to do.
You guys go
Probably
to sleep
fine.
in your. It's a little awkward. You're all laying in your bed at like a 45-degree angle. Due to the ship's current situation. Night passes and morning comes. Dabar, you're woke up by the intense light and heat that is suddenly shining through the viewport as the twin suns pressed over the horizon.
look over. Is Grant plugged in?
Yeah, Grant is in low power mode. Yes, plugged in.
Grant. Good morning.
Yes, Captain. Good morning. Is there anything I can get for you? Some calf?
Calf would be nice. Before that though, any disturbances of our ship in the night?
Note that came up on the sensors now.
Good. Make us all calf. Well, except for Crow. Maybe get him like
Water.
some juice or water.
Juice.
I was going to say orange juice, but I was like, there's probably not orange juice in Star
Fake
Wars.
orange
so-
juice. Orange juice.
Right. I'll be right there with the calf, I suppose. Captain, do you know how much longer we'll be here?
Should only be like a day or two. The ship
You don't
almost
like
looks
this
like
planet,
it's
my-
uncovered.
My joints are freezing up. Well,
Freezing.
I'll get to it then. Yep, that's what he said. C-3PO says the same thing when he's on Tatooine, and I don't get it either.
That's dumb.
He walks off.
gonna just-
That's dumb. Thrackmule and Kathu Luke, you the door opens up and a robot walks into your room, waking you up.
Alright,
They're
hey.
pulling down that section of the wall and making some calf.
Ooh, calf. I like calf. It's like water, but flavored with calf.
You guys get dirty bean water.
Yeah.
And as the day begins, you all get up. Rook, you eventually wake. You notice even with the life support on, the inside of the ship starts to get warmer and warmer and warmer until you start sweating. As the giant jet black ship in the middle of the two-sunned desert is starting to bake.
Can we take a moment? The reason C-3PO says frozen, as in like they're jammed, like stuck, like he can't move them, gummed up with stuff. That's why he says frozen, not because it's cold, but because
Okay.
I
But because of the-
understand that, but I'm just saying,
Like it's still just a dumb way to phrase it.
yeah.
it's fun. Anyway,
What are
Just
they?
say,
What are they jammed with? Like sand?
Sand.
Yeah.
It is coarse, rough, and irritating, and it does get everywhere, so that makes sense.
Not like you.
So soft.
Anyways, grab myself a nice cup of cough. Cough.
Cough. Cough. Cough.
Grab myself a cup of.
Wait, do we get an extra wound point or something? Right?
Yes,
Every day?
you
Okay.
receive 1 wound point from resting for a day.
Let's go. 10 wound points.
All right. I'm ready to go.
This
Do
is
some
not a
reconnaissance
good
work.
time to have your guys' medic out of commission.
You have your space medic here too, no? Or
All right,
mystic
boys. I'll be
medic.
doing surgery in Crow's absence.
No.
Good idea. Let's get moving.
I really trust myself with those tools. I wouldn't trust you with them.
I'm gonna start walking up the emergency hatch, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get your saber back, bud. Stay safe.
Thanks,
All right.
mother. You exit the hatch. And the suns immediately beat down on you. However, it feels good to be wearing your armor and especially feel the weight of your jetpack on your shoulders yet again. As you exit the ship, you notice that there are considerably less people. It appears that the night shift is less well staffed. But just as you approach, you see Elrond in his Mad Max mobile approaching in the distance.
What is that?
Oh, it's how they get around on Tatooine. It's a speeder, but it seems to be fitted with offensive maneuvers as well.
An interesting piece of machinery.
I'm gonna take Rook to the side. Look, now that you're feeling better, I think at some point we need to discuss that thing you mentioned while you were all delirious. We don't have to do it right now. Sometime when it's more private, but we need to have that chat.
I understand, Thrackmule, but I'll have you know that I wasn't delirious. I was in my right state of mind.
That's what I was afraid of. And I'm gonna continue to walk the path.
Thought you'd say that.
Just as you guys climb down from the top of your ship, Dabar, are you leaving as well?
Mm-hmm.
The speeder it drifts to a stop, and Elrond throws open the roll cage door front. You boys ready to go?
Suppose so.
As ready as I am.
And I'm gonna hop shotgun and see if anybody yells at me.
Oh, we're not taking this. It's far too conspicuous.
We're walking.
Well, we'll take Dewbacks most of the way. But once we get close, we'll have to approach on foot.
Right.
Y'all understand? Y'all ever ride before?
Have you ever? Never mind.
I'm gonna just like scan Dabar and like, are you sure that's the best course of action?
You recall the Dewbacks are pretty big. He might like have to ride side saddle, but he will fit on the Dewback. That's what you're worried about. That poor bastard's gonna be tired. If Dabar can fit.
He's gonna like interlock the legs underneath and like hold himself on. Anyways, poor bastard.
Anyway, like I said, y'all ever ride before, or is this gonna be your first time? Because some of these beasties can
first
be a
time.
bit temperamental.
I'm sure I can talk to they make it all better.
You can what now?
I don't know. Just empathize with it.
Well, it'll be a little bit before the rest of the crew gets here at the Dewbacks. So get together, whatever it is you need to get together. Leave as soon as possible.
I think I'm ready.
All right, sounds good. The rest of you?
I'm ready to go as well.
I'm ready.
Ready.
He just sort of chills there, waiting for probably about 30 minutes until more guys with shovels and Dewbacks they all approach. Elrond he gathers his things, throws a satchel over his shoulder, and makes sure his gun is secure in his belt. Before walking up with one of the Dewbacks and stroking its nose for a bit, putting one foot in the stirrup of the saddle, swinging the other leg over. And he looks at you and looks to the rest of the Dewbacks, expecting you to do the same.
I
Do my best to mimic and do exactly what he did.
All right. Roll a general dexterity check. Actually,
9.
roll a ride check. That makes more sense. If that's any different.
You lose your character sheet or something there, Chief?
Yes, but I keep a digital copy on my phone because I'm smart.
But you lost your character sheet, so
Shut up.
How did you lose it?
Like ride it. I don't have ranks in it, so that's just like a straight dexterity check. and that's
Okay,
still a 9.
so 9. All right. You put your foot in, and you throw your one leg over, but you do too overzealously, having more weight than he does, and you fall into the sand on the other side of the dewback, and it sort of like freaks out a little bit. And you
Turning
pick yourself
around,
up and
turning around to see this idiot that just kind of just threw himself into the sand. Go look back up at Elron. You guys looked fairly armed. You said this was a reconnaissance mission, right?
right. We'll just be going to take a look, but deserts of Tatooine are not a friendly place. Never be too careful, if you know what I'm saying.
Good. We're not really in
understand.
the right state to start a firefight.
Everything works out, and there will be no firefighting to be had.
I would like to attempt to mount a dewback.
All right. Make a ride check.
I have no rank, so it's just straight dex, which is -1. Okay, I can work with this. 15.
Yeah, you put one foot in stirrups, swing the other leg over rather gracefully.
Watch and learn, fellas. Yeah. Natural 20. That went surprisingly
and-
well.
I won't make you expend any fuel for this, but it's cool. You walk up and land perfectly on the dewback, using your jetpack to give you a little boost up. Track Mule, you at some point managed to scramble back up, and onto the dewback, which leaves only Davar. You're a big fella. You'll probably have to take Callahan over there. And he points over to a dewback that's almost twice as big as the other one.
Well, thank you for being considerate to my size. And I walk over.
Moving for you in the sand is a bit difficult, as your scuttly legs are not really built for this sort of thing. But you do manage to. It's almost swimming, honestly, through the sand dunes.
Could I theoretically like flatten them out so like they're like almost straight out and they just kind of like wiggle back and forth?
Yeah, you can do that.
So it would be like a little easier to traverse on sand.
You're
Yeah.
like you move across the sand like a lizard on water as you.
I'm going to look at him, and I'm going to look at Thrackmule, and be like,
The Callahan, the large dewback, like lays down almost to make it easier for you to scuttle on.
okay.
What a guy.
Kind of like give him a nice little rub before I basically crush his spine. I haven't jumped in a while.
We shit on.
Try and jump up on this thing.
You put both hands on the saddle and try to like use your arms to propel yourself up. Make a ride check.
Ride.
17.
You start sliding off the side. You grab the horn of the saddle, and once you're on, you like close your legs around it, hold yourself straight up. This is a weird situation for you. Your body is not built for this at all.
I just kind of all lean down. Sorry, buddy. As I like stroke his neck.
With that, Elrond, he looks over to you guys. You guys recognize as Scratchy, the man who Rook knocked unconscious yesterday. With the shotgun strapped to his back. All right, y'all fellas ready to go?
Yes.
like to give him that.
Yep.
I like a yeah.
Dewbacks are not fast creatures due to their immense size, but their benefit is that their feet are like giant snowshoes designed to walk on the sandy deserts of Tatooine. So you do the whoosh, and then you slowly lumber
Yeah.
forward. Elrond sort of he rides up to the front of your guys' group, leading the way, and the Dewbacks seem to be not really following your command as much as they are just following the guy in front of them.
That
but
works.
you guys start
That's
tracking your way.
fantastic. I just follow for as long as it takes.
All right. The heat does not lessen. In fact, it gets much worse as the two suns climb higher and higher into the sky. And you ride until about midday, and you notice that the hair hanging from my hand. I don't know how that got there. The two suns is sort of like one eclipses the other, which it seems to when this happens, the temperature actually seems to go down, which is the opposite of what happens around the middle of the day on more conventional planet. But the heat lessens slightly as the hours pass. But after that, they climb once again. You trek through the sand dunes in the opposite direction that you traveled to get to their camp. However, similarly, the sand dunes turn into sandstone at some point until you ride to what appears to be a deep canyon that would have been cut by a river many, many eons ago, long before Tatooine became what it now is. The entire ride, neither Elrond nor Scratchy make any conversation with anybody. They ride in silence. Elrond, once again, with those goggles on his eyes and the handkerchief pulled up over his face. However, when you reach the canyon, it crosses in front of you. You're like on one side of it. You, for the first time, says, "All right, it's where we switched on foot. They'll be careful. It's deep Tuscan territory. Could be dangerous. Swings one leg off.
I jump off
The
and
rest
like
of you do the same."
bear the rifle.
I do my best to follow suit.
I can get off like a normal person.
Never have gotten off of a creature before, let alone gotten on. So I kind of slide off, see how well that goes.
You you let go with your legs. You sort of like push yourself backwards, sliding like down the tail of this dewback. But it works. Elrond turns to Scratchy and he says, "You wait here with the animals. I'll take them. We'll scout ahead. See what we can see. Good luck." Scratchy just nods wordlessly. "All right, boys. Down into the canyon we go." He leads you down a small path. As you descend, the air gets cooler, there being more shade down here. And as you start walking, he turns. It'll be best to keep a sharp eye, like I said. Tuscan's about.
Right. What are these Tuscans you speak of?
Local natives, savages. They kill without remorse. They don't appreciate us off-worlders here on Tatooine.
Okay.
They were most of the problem we dealt with before the Hutt Wars.
Wars.
Yeah, between Gardula and Jabba.
We've heard both those names in passing, but nothing of great detail.
Not a whole lot to say. 6 selfish bastards. They've been mining Tatooine of anything they can get for a long time. They like it here. Middle of a hyperspace lane, and most importantly, the public doesn't really give a damn what happens on this dirt road.
I
Anyway.
have to admit, it's not very fun to be here.
So that's it. That's all you got going for it. It's a backwater, so nobody cares. So the public doesn't really care about it. There's no valuable resources here that they're trying to control. It's just
Avoiding the cops.
free real
mean-
estate.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like I said, it's in the middle of a hyperspace lane, so trade is good, but only for the upper echelons, people like Java. Yeah, most of the reason they like it here is the Republic lets them do whatever. Anyway, enough talk. We gotta stay quiet. Dangerous here. He sort of seems to take effort to remain quiet as he descends through the canyon. Do you guys do the same?
Yes.
Certainly.
Yes.
All of you make move silently checks.
Oh, this is not as good as my natural 20.
Yeah, his wasn't either.
Nice one is 7.
The rest of you?
Dirty
11.
20.
13.
What did you say, Deb? Or Dabar?
11.
You start making your way through the canyon. Rook, Dabar, and surprisingly Elrond are not maintaining any real sense of quiet. As they walk down, your guys' boots are constantly hitting rocks that tumble down deeper into the canyon, echoing through the entire. You keep going through, and eventually, Rook, as you're walking through with your military training, you've been taught to keep a constant eye on your surroundings. And as you're walking through, eventually on the top of the canyon, you see a few what look like robed figures watching you from the top.
I just kind of go and try to get some attention. I'm like,
Yeah, what's up?
we got company.
They're just watching us for now. Should be all right. It's not a good place to be. Killbox down here.
You give me the signal, and I'll start blasting.
They engaged. We'll engage back, but there's a slight chance they'll leave us alone. So I think we should just keep moving.
Good.
Okay.
Continue deeper through the canyon. When? Rook. A 15. Does that beat your defense?
No.
You guys are walking through the canyon when suddenly you hear a big and Rook, you see the rock right next to your head just shatters and splinters, throwing shards of sandstone into your face as you see a small line of smoke issuing from the top of the ridge and the other side of the canyon, where it appears something just tried to blow your head off.
Everybody get to
I don't know
cover!
what I'm about to say next. Roll initiative.
It's too far away. I can't do anything.
A 5 too. Damn it.
Really. I'll
I
be trying.
Oh, fuck, my dexterity's down because
Oh, no, it's an awful roll for me.
All right. Anybody above 20? Yeah, I didn't. 15 to 20. 10 to 15. Dracula, you look like you're about to say something. Nope. Okay, well. 5 to 10.
8.
7.
5.
Oh boy.
0.
She
Not
rolled
1. -1.
All right. Rack, then Rook, then Dabar.
No, he got a 7. I got an 8. So I'm above him. Thrak.
You're above Thrackmule.
How is this a part of the desert soundtrack?
All right. So as soon as this one shot splinters the sandstone ahead of you, 2 more echo out, and Thrackmule does a dirty 20 hit.
Yep.
Does a 15 hit you, Dabar.
A 15?
Yes.
We're squishy boys.
Squish. Squish. Squish.
Thrackmule, you take 5 damage.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
take like
I can
triple
handle that.
Dabar, you take 3.
Oh, nice.
Triple that, right?
These shots echo out. Suddenly, Dabar, something flies through the air, and you feel it's similar to a bit of shrapnel flying into your shoulder. And Dabar like grazes the oozy skin on the back of your head. These 2 bullets fly through the air. Elrond, whipping out his slug thrower pistol, takes aim and he lets off a shot. However, it seems that they're too far away for his small sidearm. So as he it also seems to go wide. Which Rook does a 9 beat your defense.
No.
Once again, another shot echoes out to the canyon, but this one hitting the dirt at your feet, kicking up sand. That is your turn, Rook.
I am going to take a couple of steps forward, and I'm going to, like, grab a hold of the Elrond's shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to say, need a ride?
What are you?
Around the stomach. Like, it's going to be awkward for a second, but this is about the only way. And I'm going to try to boost us both up to the ridge of the canyon.
How far does your jetpack go?
100 meters?
Okay, that's more than enough.
That's like a lot. 100 meters per jump.
He's like he's freaking out. This was not expected.
Yeah, I figured.
And you fly up and then your feet land in the dirt at the top of the ridge, and there are these 3 robed creatures with their faces wrapped in their heads wrapped in their faces, covered with these mysterious mechanical-looking masks, each wielding a primitive cycler rifle, and they as they whip around their rifles.
As I like land, I just see them, and I'm like one-handed, just gonna let out a single shot because that's all I can do
All right.
when I move. What is that? That's going to be at no disadvantages or anything because, well, I mean, okay, -1 because of my dexterity is shit. Oh my god, natural 20.
All
So-
right. Roll to confirm.
Oh, okay. This might be good. This might not be good. Is he within 10 meters of me, the closest one?
Yes, easily.
So it'll be plus 16.
That's just enough.
Yeah. Okay. I'm back, baby.
These guys don't have a lot of wound points. You might take this dude out.
8 plus 7 is 15 plus 4 is 19 plus 1 is 20.
You raise your gun, and he gets shot in the forehead, drops to the ground. His cycler rifle falling out of his hand, and you guys that are on the ground see the rifle break against the canyon floor as it falls down past you guys.
Oh, I'm broke.
Bracknell, you're up. If you guys need distances, they are 50 meters above you.
50?
50.
That's a lot. I can't really do anything.
Yeah, I'm a melee character. I can't do a whole lot.
I'm going to have to ferry you guys back and forth.
Or just kill them yourself.
Ooh, I'm gonna ignite my lightsaber and I'm gonna take the defense action so I can add +4 to my defense. Boom, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not completely useless. I'm gonna do that. So that's what I'm gonna do, and that's the end of my turn.
All right. You guys see as Thrackmore unleashes this gargantuan purple blade, and he goes into defensive Sarisu stance. As he very Obi-Wan Kenobi-esque. Deborah, your turn.
We're heading down, like you said, we're like on a decline ramp-esque looking thing into a canyon, right? Is there like a rock I can hide behind?
Not like the ledge you guys are on it's only a few meters wide. There's not like a great place for cover. It seems that this specific point is probably where Tuskens wait to ambush people.
For obvious reasons.
For obvious reasons. They have the high ground.
Over.
I'm gonna look over the edge. Hello? How much of an echo is there?
Oh, a lot. It's hello. You have a low voice, which echoes very well, and you're in a rocky canyon. You literally could not ask for anything better.
Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi ain't coming to save our asses, bud. If that's what you're hoping for.
I'm gonna bring out my little stun grenade. And
Not
click
again.
the button.
And for you guys, Thrackmule, Lou, and Jabbar, this thing is agony. It's not as bad as when it was amplified by the PA system.
Mhm.
But as this happens, you hear off in the distance, seemingly agitated by this sound, the familiar that you recognize
No.
as being
No.
the great dragon.
No. What did you do?
God damn it,
You
Avery.
hear first a high-pitched whine, followed by a terrifying crate dragon screech, and as soon as they hear the sound grenade noise, but as soon as they hear the crate dragon, the Tuskens like start looking at each other like no bueno, not good situation.
Sorry, boys. I know we were in the middle of an ambush, but we gonna dip.
Is that your turn, Debar?
I don't think I can. Yeah, actually, yes. For now, yes.
Okay. Lou.
I have nothing to do. So I'm just going to take the defense action for +4 to my AC.
That's a lightsaber thing,
Yeah,
Jared.
isn't that
But
a Jedi thing?
That's
I
a
think
Jedi.
there's an actuating inclusion offense.
I do too, but I don't know the specifics of it.
Yeah, like that's a thing that I get to do because I have a lightsaber.
Fighting defensively. You can choose to fight defensively when making it a full when making a full attack. If you do so, you take a minus. That's not what you're doing. Okay. What do I do?
Total defense is an attack action.
Total defense. Okay. Do you got a page number for me? Never mind. I found it. +4 dodge bonus to your defense for 1 round. Sounds good. You do that.
Yep, I'm gonna do it with my spear and my force.
Okay. You raise your spear up and you're like you're expanding your senses out with the making yourself around or aware of all of your surroundings so that you may attempt to dodge any incoming attacks.
Yeah, but I'm gonna turn that off and throw it down the hole.
What?
All right. It is now the 2 remaining Tusken Raiders their turn. As they look at each other, look down at the canyon, and they turn around and make a break for it. However, as they do so, they take one fleeing shot at Rook.
We're gonna get eaten by a crate dragon. Just quit shooting at me, bastards.
That is a 25,
Oh yeah.
and that deals 5 damage.
A little shit.
As they and then they drop their guns in the ground and make a break for it.
Great.
Elrond looks at them, and he looks down into the canyon where you once again hear the great dragon. Even louder this time. That shit is not good. We need to get out of here.
Are we out of combat?
Yes.
Boop.
The high-pitched whine stops. You think you could do with your friends what you just did with me? Get them up here?
All of them?
Yeah.
I can certainly try.
All right. As a note,
This is gonna cost me a lot of fucking jetpack fuel.
it's going to get even worse. Moving Thrakmule or Dabar will cost double the fuel, and you will have half the movement.
Oh.
Cost 4
Oh
times?
no.
I'm gonna grab Kathu first, because he's the easiest.
What are you trying to say, Garrett?
You're an
back.
elephant person. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm Cthulhu.
This
Freedom
is
of
discrimination, and I'm
conspiracy.
offended.
This is gonna take a lot. Maybe I can have them hold each other. Nope, that's not better.
You probably, if it was both of them, you wouldn't be able to lift off.
Yeah. All right.
Thrakmule, you go, and then you and Kathu use the Force and try and lift me.
You're too
that's
far.
an equally bad idea.
Thrak, hold on tight.
Hey.
I just like spam the jump button. Okay, so I use double this fuel, which is 2 jumps.
When they get within 10 meters, I want to try and lift Thrax the rest of the way. With
Okay.
move object. Don't really get to
Nope,
the.
that won't really.
That won't really work, Jared.
Well,
Like it'll work, but it won't save Rook any fuel because like he's already spent most of it anyway, and I don't want
okay.
to have him calculate like percentages of jump.
Then
So-
never mind. It's all right. It's all hunkadorical.
Oh.
All right, Avar. You ready?
How much jump do you have left, Jared?
Enough.
Yeah. I'm going to like try it. We're trying to like grip him with my legs, just like
His legs like wrap around your body, and it's super weird.
I turn around. I'm like, I did not agree to that. And then I'm gonna use another 2 fucking jumps.
And as you go through the air, you feel your jetpack really struggling, and you like drop for a second. You're like, oh no, this is
Oh
how I
no.
plummet to my death, and then I'm crushed by a hut. But your jetpack makes it just like you're able to like get up there, and the ledge is here. You guys like slide across the dirt, like just barely making it over.
Perfect.
let's
This,
not do
uh,
that again.
I'm gonna look down to see if there's a crate dragon coming for us.
Make a. Is it just called perception? I don't
Spot.
think so.
Spot.
Alright.
Spot. Thank you. Spot check.
Natural 1.
Ah, yes. Dirt.
You mean sand, right? Oh yeah, sure.
I try to peer over and
Ground
see
is
if there's
very ground today.
anything down there.
However, as you guys look around or turn around, you see not too far from the distance, probably less than 2 miles away, a large, round-topped monastery-like building.
Is that the way?
It's
This is the way.
Gotta be careful. Bet you have a scum of villainy up there.
So what's the game plan?
Well, word is that recently a seller of, shall we say, exotic creatures is met up with Jabba. Jabba has purchased something big from off-world. They're just rumors, of course, but we're going to confirm or deny the suspicion that Jabba may have his hands on something big and dangerous. I don't know what it is. Just know it may or may not be there.
Are we talking Twilight Dancer exotic, or are we talking about Crate Dragon exotic?
More along the lines of Crate Dragon, off-world. Acklay or Reek or Rancor or something of the like.
Well, that
All
can't be
those
good.
would be very bad to have to fight.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
So
Obviously, if he uses whatever beastie this is to terrorize me and my men, good lives to be lost. So,
right.
see if it's there, and if it is, put together a plan of attack. But you guys will not be involved in that. You guys are just recon. Sound good?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we could work a little something out and, wait a bit of time and we could help you out with such a mission.
What do you mean? You're saying you're willing to stay here on Tatooine a few extra days means helping us out with this?
I turn and look at the guys.
It depends on what we're talking about. Right now, we're not exactly on our A game.
Right.
Not
We
f-
wait a couple of
Well-
days and we...
Right now, I'd really like to be on Raxus Prime.
I know, but I figured I owe it to you all. And Scruffy, what was your name again?
Scratchy.
Scratchy.
He's a good man.
Yeah, I owe it to him. 'Cause I punched him in
Technically,
the
his
head.
name is Fidelius, but we call him Scratchy.
That's a lot different than Scratchy. All right. Point is, I thought maybe we could aid you and we could work out, a little something.
I appreciate that. Listen, if you're willing, I'll take your help, of course. Sure would appreciate it.
If I'm
But
being
anyway,
I-
sorry, go ahead.
one more thing and we can go, but if I'm being honest with you, I am prone to help you out because I think you should prepare for the worst when we go to Coruscant.
Oh, what do you mean?
The Republic has a way of getting tied up in the war and bureaucracy, and they sometimes lose sight of what's important, like helping out its own systems. So I think you should just prepare for the worst. And because of that, you might not get a lot of help out here. So if we can help, then I would like to. Does that make sense? And I look at my group. Like, you guys get what I'm talking about?
I am
Yes.
saying. I am picking up what you're putting down.
Thank you, folks. I appreciate that. But as far as when we get to Coruscant, I assure you I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm getting the help I need. But anyway, we got matters to attend to here first. Let's go.
All right. As we start walking over, I want to sort of lean back with Dabar. He presumably in the back because he's still getting used to his robot legs.
Dabar, as a note, this sandstone so much easier than walking through sand. You don't have to
I was thinking it.
anymore. You can actually scuttle.
Hey,
Occasional hole, I bet, but yeah.
so Dabar, do you have any quarrels with being aligned against Jabba?
I'd prefer not to get involved with the whole war, if you understand.
Actually, for once, I'm not talking about the war. I'm just mean the Hutts. I know that when that man that we met on the train figured out he was going to disappoint Jabba, he killed himself, then faced the consequences. And I just don't know how you feel about upsetting another Hutt.
Like I said, I'd prefer just not to get involved.
All right. But if we do, maybe if they spare us some credits or something like that, maybe they give us Callahan. Would you be willing, or would you be against it?
Who's
Callahan, who's
The I was referring
Callahan was
to
the
the dewback.
Callahan was
just
the
joking.
giant
I know.
dewback that carried your ass.
The dewback, you literally rode on him.
the lizard?
Yes, that wasn't the point, Devar. I was
Sure. There won't be a reward. I can tell you that much.
why not?
What type of reward do you have in mind? Who would be giving this?
Did you not hear my conversation I just had with Elron? I don't know. Maybe
No, not really. I tripped to that hole back there. I'm going to point backwards like...
I was just saying that perhaps if we help them out with the Jabba issue, then and protect them a little bit, right? This is what you wanted when you were upset at me because I told them that the Republic wasn't going to help. I thought maybe you'd be more inclined to help them on your own.
I don't really care for helping them, to be frank with you. We have our own problems at the moment.
That's a
I
bit
think
of
we should
a,
get those out of the way first.
just seems like a bit of a change of voice from what you were spouting yesterday.
Must be the sand. I just rather get back to what I was doing before.
All right, I suppose. I
Not
walk
a fan
away.
of the heat.
I walk away, not really having my questions answered, but
As you guys approach the twin suns, they're falling behind the palace, silhouetting it in a golden orange haze. As you guys get closer, Elron like stops and he sort of takes cover behind one of the rocks and he like motions for you guys to join him.
And do so.
hunker down behind the rock.
So listen, there's a point of entry right at the base here. They've got a loading dock of sorts. You use it to take cargo into the palace. That's where we're going in. If you got a shipment of this beast, that should be where it is. If not, I'll look to the castle a little bit, see if we find something.
Are you sure we're all fit to sneak in?
Are you not? I thought you guys were some sort of tightly knit special operations squad with the Republic.
That's so obviously what we are, but sometimes we have our own way of going about things, and it never really involves sneaking.
All right,
Right.
what's your plan then?
Sneaking.
You think like subterfuge? We lie to them? Go in under some false pretenses of some sort?
That works too.
I
but-
mean, and I turn to Dabar. We have a hut.
The only real issue is they know my face. Well, there's a few issues. They know my face. You're a clone, and you're a Jedi.
All right. Well, the
Better idea.
Jedi issue. Talk to lightsaber. Yeah, Dabar, do you have something?
Well, it's come in handy a few times, but maybe we can avoid contact at all.
Are you talking about the box?
Pull out a little box with a little
The
speaker on
noisemaker
it.
box.
I mean,
What do you plan on doing? Just draw their attention away from us?
it'd be a lot easier to
Well-
sneak around if they can't even hear the sound of our footsteps.
Maybe. If one of us sneaks in, there's got to be an intercom system. Jerry rig this up
Oh, no.
to their
You wanna-
speakers.
You want to broadcast that blasted cancer across the entire palace? You sick bastard.
There's no way that a room that has an intercom would be unguarded.
Yeah. What do we do if we get?
Yeah,
What do we do
getting
if we
in
get?
that far is an issue.
Well, we've dealt with guards once before, but this time let's learn from our mistakes.
Well, what I'm saying is, if we're sneaking in that far, we might as well just sneak the whole way.
Makes sense. I think, Dabar, we should avoid that complication. I appreciate the idea, but how about just like front gate or something like that? Or maybe we're sneaking,
Well-
and if they are about to catch up, we can throw it somewhere else.
I'm guessing they have some sort of communication
Ooh, do they have
You know.
cameras?
intercom system from the outside that leads inside. And I'm guessing that intercom system can also be broadcasted privately or externally.
What if they have cameras?
Right. What do we do if we get caught?
If we get caught, we're not getting out.
Cool.
My point exactly. Here's what I think we should do.
I've got an idea, but it's risky.
That's our specialty.
Like I said, they know my face. Specifically, they don't like it. Jabba the Hutt has made himself. Well, it's no secret that he does not appreciate my being here. On Tatooine, I've put up some resistance, my boys and I. You've met us. We've been doing what little fighting we can. So, you, Mr. Muscles over here, are bounty hunter. Employed by you. And he nods to you, Dabar. But associate, who heard of Jabba's distaste for me and my kind. So, you brought your 2 escorts as well as your bounty hunter to catch me, bring me in, summon Jabba. It's sin. As far as getting out, well,
That's
improvise.
where we improvise.
What if Java wants to kill
We
you
go
on
in under
sight?
that pretense. Why we should just go out under that pretense?
Well, if we can, but we'll have to leave with him.
If we have to agree to murder Elrond here, I think we can do it.
That's not.
Elrond puts his
That's-
hand on the hilt of his gun.
Funny,
No,
Elrond.
no, you misunderstand. As in, like,
Yeah, I
tell
do.
him,
You
tell
want it.
tell him that we'll take care of you for him, and then he lets us
Oh,
out.
Jabba don't work that way. He's gonna want to play with me for a bit himself.
And if we bring
That
you in
sounded
dead,
sick and wrong.
if we bring you in dead, would he be disapproving?
Yeah, probably.
Not that I was going to kill. I was going to have you fake being dead, not.
Oh no, I assumed as much.
Okay, I'm glad you didn't assume the other direction,
Which is what
But
you assumed the
again-
last time.
Jabba probably wants me alive.
well, if we do, I think that little noisemaker box might be our. An
That might
escape
be a
plan?
good escape plan. Maybe not get us in, but that'll sure as hell get us out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what if they had like speeder bikes and chase after us?
Oh, we should steal a speeder bike.
That would be so sick.
We could. Debar, do you know how to hotwire a speeder bike?
Java, what do you-
Davar, you worked on a shipyard, literally building vehicles. You know how to hotwire a speeder bike.
I mean,
He
should
tried
all
to.
of you know
he
as well.
rigged-
We literally
he ri-
did it
he's-
back on Coruscant.
He's rigged them
right.
to explode before.
Didn't you strap on a suicide vest to it or something? Listen, the details are fuzzy. So I think personally, we do what we do best and get ourselves into situations without thinking about them. Do you have any restrainers that you put on us?
I don't have any on me, no.
Hey, Kathu, under your
Okay.
Or something.
rope. You seem like you would have rope.
Do I have a rope? I am not sure I have rope.
You have a lot of weird stuff.
Elrond,
Lantern, no. Lizard, no. Spear, no. Rope.
Elrond,
Yeah, what's up?
when we get back to your little base of operations or our ship, how much would it cost to buy a pair of binders or 2?
Well, like, take a set of binders from us.
Yeah.
Hell, after the help you're giving me here, I'll just give you some.
Okay.
I have a sun shield roll, but not binders.
All right, it's fine. Just put your hands behind your back, and I'll put a gun in your back. You understand?
Right. And on the topic of guns, and he grabs the barrel, hands it towards you, Rook. Any harm comes to that thing. Well, you saw what I did to you after you hurt Scratch.
I'm just gonna like snag it, and I'm just gonna like.
This is an intricate piece of machinery.
No, I'm just kidding. I'll give you the signal, and I'll throw it to you if things get that heavy.
What is the signal? My gun flying towards my face?
Well, that wouldn't be expected.
Signal. I'll say, well, I love smoking pigs, and I'll say it in your accent.
That doesn't even make sense.
I'll make it work.
All right. Well, Sounds good.
Are pigs I'll say do bad. Well, I just love smoking banthas. Banthas. We'll go with banthas.
Wait, isn't there like a pig race in Java's Palace?
The Gamorreans.
Gamorreans. Okay, well, in that case, you could straight up say I love smoking pigs.
All
That'd be
right, I will
hilarious.
do, and then I will shoot one of them. All right, smoking pigs in your accent.
You guys have any? You guys mind having us for dinner? I love smoked pig.
See, it works. Fucking Jamie Foxx's character does it in
in Baby Driver.
Because he shoots a cop. It's funny, but it works because there is also pig people. Okay, I'm very.
God, this is awesome.
I'm very excited about this. All right, hands behind the back. Look disgruntled with me.
Here,
Wait,
I'll
wait.
I'll help with this. I walk up to him. I'm sorry for this.
Oh no!
Slap.
Oh Jesus!
You son of a.
There you go. That looks a little better.
And then I
Right?
also, this is like not in a bad, like I don't want him to react badly to this, but like I'm just gonna like pick up some sand and like throw it in his face, clear out the
Who
eyes.
hell are you?
Hey, look, we just look like we had a tussle. Sorry about that, by the way. We've done this before. We're masters of subterfuge. Now come with me. And I put the gun into his back.
Subterfuge. Do you even know what that word means? As we like start walking.
Yes.
I don't even know my role.
You guys start walking towards the.
All right, where do you think the front gate is?
You can see the front gate.
That big front gate, like what appearing thing.
You
inside the
guys
front
have
gate.
seen Return of the Jedi. You know what it looks like. A giant half oval, basically metal wall cut into the stone masonry. You guys approach
Mm-hmm.
just as the sun's lower below the horizon.
All right, wait. I gotta go get a drink. This is too exciting.
Well, I also have to get some water.
As you guys
I'll be right
approach,
back.
he turns to you, Dabar, and he says, "Now remember, you're the hood, so you're gonna have to take charge of this situation."
That means don't fuck it up.
Do not criff this up. Criff, Gerald, criff.
I made that swear word up just for Avery, just for
That
Debar.
joke's already been used in this campaign. Literally last session.
Okay. Looking around. Is there like a buzzer? Okay.
There's not a buzzer. No.
So it's just a big metal gate.
Mm-hmm.
We dead yet?
No, we're at the front
You guys
gate.
are standing in front of
All right, what do we do?
Well, Kathu, he went over there. He's taking a leak, I think. Don't wait for
I
him to
get
get back.
It's just
you
stressful.
guys see the Cthulhu-looking man, and he walks back over.
At least we started a thing on water.
Kathu, had to take a piss right before this. Really?
I don't want to finish inside, pal.
Hey.
That's how we win.
Better if he does it now than in there. Anyway, someone gonna knock. As you do so, a little circular thing opens up, and a large eyeball on a stick looking droid. I just got Pinky.
Ah!
That is Huddies for state your name.
Dabar.
Give me Jabba. He turns to the group and it says, and the rest of them.
We're
Just
bounty hunters. These are our associates. We got someone Jabba's gonna want to meet. And I like shove what's his name forward? Elrond.
Elrond. He like stumbles forward, like looks up at the droid eye and it blinks and then goes into the door. Before you hear
All right. We stay in character. You understand me?
fairly dark out. However, the night sky is still lit by the many stars and the wars between them. So as you gaze into this dark hallway, it's pitch black.
Hello? Well,
I think we walk in. What do you think, Lord Davos?
I give Lou a thumbs up.
There's like no light in this hallway, you said?
Not really, no. You think that when you walk in, your eyes will adjust. You can't see in very far from it.
All right, Dabar, move in. Me and Elron will follow you in from here.
You walk in, and as you hear the of Dabar's feet, it suddenly mingles with another as a large spider-like droid with what appears to be a humanoid brain encased in a glass jar atop walks across from one passageway into another in front of you guys.
Mystidius? Oh, never mind.
Like that opportunity right there.
I'm gonna turn around.
Come on, keep moving. We have a business deal with Jabba. Remember?
Yeah. Turn around, just keep walking.
As soon as the last one of you crosses over the threshold, the door closes behind you. Your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness, and you see that you're in a long passageway with smaller offshoots on either side of a wall. You just continue walking forward?
Yep.
Dabar, it's kind of up to you. Yeah.
I'm doing whatever Dabar does.
Guys, as you walk down the hallway, you hear in the distance music and laughter. Little. There appears to be a rather decent space jizz band has been hired.
Damn, that's catchy.
That's good jizz.
That delivery was just so great.
Okay. Sorry.
What can I say?
Gerald seems thoroughly unimpressed.
It's a genre called jizz. What did he expect? It's so perfect.
Not only that, the musicians are literally called
Finger and
jizz
Dan?
Spitters.
Oh, God.
Finger and Dan and the Modal and Nodes is the name of the band, but that sort of musician is known as a jizz spitter.
Oh, let's
Sometimes
go.
I hate Star Wars.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in love. Let's keep moving.
Why are you
wanna
boys
see the
literally
jizz
12?
spitters.
You guys walk in as the laughter and the music gets louder and louder and louder before finally you round a corner and you see what appears to be a large yellow-green Dabar, but 2 to 4 times the size and without the spider legs, sitting there with the space hookah on one side and a dancing Twi'lek girl on the other. Jabba the Hutt.
I'm in a very, holy crap, is that him?
And just as you guys walk in, a monkey lizard sitting on his shoulder turns towards you guys and laughs entirely too loud and obnoxiously. And you guys didn't even do anything like humorous, so it doesn't make any sense, but it happens. However, despite the fact that Jabba is the first thing to catch your eye, the thing that makes you guys stop and start for a moment is that you see a familiar Wookiee-pelted
Son of a
Trandoshan man standing
bitch.
in one corner of the room. Good old Uncle Baracus seems to have fallen in league with the Jabba the Hutt. And
Oh,
that's
we're
where
oh
What?
shit. Are you
No,
kidding?
you
fucking
bastard!
bastard! Oh,
That's where we end tonight.
Yeah, I know it was a real short one.
That's okay. That was a bomber ending.
you sick man.